And to my returning self and extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support that y'all constantly been giving me. It is truly a blessing. Just being able to know there's so many that are coming towards our way to express for the support and just basically just being blessed to be able to know that you're connected. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, informative, give you good vibes or inspiration, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath. They're going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share and watch ahead and give it a thumbs up, like, and also, share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. So greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The channel I'm using for my meditation in the background that you hear, sleep, emotional, and spiritual healing. And I will post the link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today, y'all, is called 2021 Heyokas, when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. A lot of times, we feel comfort in our comfort zone. A lot of times we can say that we appreciate change, but when change comes to take place, it gets kind of uncomfortable, especially if there's a lot of things that you don't choose to want to engage in, or there's things that you really are not trying to identify yourself with. Like it could be telling you, okay, you need to learn this, but for you to get this, you have to be able to accept this. And you're like, well, why do I gotta accept that? Because it's the truth. Because a lot of times we don't understand, allow yourself to see what is not serving you anymore. A lot of things that you may found tolerable, or they're looking like, I don't even resonate with them anymore. I've been by myself for a long time, and people are like, you don't have no friends and around you. No, I don't, but I'm okay with it. I always used to be around a lot of people, and sometimes it was like I didn't really, when I could feel the toxic vibes that they had, and being my mental health, my self-respect, my self-love, that's too much you asking me to sacrifice because you ain't doing it for me. I'm good. I'd rather be like that by myself. And I love the fact is that, there's a lot of times when I first started, it felt good to me, but then it was like when certain things started to unfold, it wasn't, it was some very egotistical things. But I don't really look at it as a negative or a positive, but it was just something that I needed to become aware at different, just like I was telling y'all the other day. A lot of the time when I talk about videos, it's like when the enemy tries to do something and they get mad about that, I get the thumbs down. I'll laugh at that because that's letting me know, duh, you one of the damn enemies, but I'm still praying for you. Because when you come all the way out your way, when you know I'm about to say some uncomfortable stuff, you're not going, why the hell do you even watch my videos? Because you're trying to make sure I'm going to say something that you can try to block me on. No, I'm not going to do that. But hey, I'm hoping they can be able to learn from something. It's like everything is all about growth. Anything that is brought to your attention that is going to shift your vibrations to a low standstill, that's letting hey, you need to work on that because that situation, is really triggering you, and that's not even a part of you anymore. Allow yourself to grow through these things. Don't allow yourself to just soak into them. Because it's like when you stay that little, plant bud, you're not doing anything. You're just sitting up there allowing yourself to rot in a place you're not supposed to be. But when you're allowing yourself to drop that seed, nourish it, make sure it has good fertilizer, gets sun, gets that nourishment, talk to it, water it, make sure it's like the ground is is where it's supposed to be. Make sure the ground's loose, the dirt's loose, so it can be able to flow like it's supposed to. When you're doing that to yourself, yes, we go through a lot of painful circumstances where we have lost people. When you start seeing the true colors of how people really feel, then people that you really thought that was going to be in your life forever, they're starting to look like strangers and foes to you. And that's fine, because that's allowing you to know not everybody's supposed to stay on your path. Not everybody's supposed to be aligned in your journey like that. They're supposed to be there for them to learn off of you, you to learn off of them. Being able to allow yourself to grow. because there's a lot of people that are comfortable with just being, but that's not what you're here for. You're supposed to be allowing yourself to inflict that pain, not inflict that pain. Oh, Jesus, let me retort that. Allow yourself to endure that trauma of pain, but allowing yourself to transfer from that. Allowing people to, you're being put in it, being put, I don't know what is wrong with me and my being vocal today, being put as an example to be able to show people that even though I've endured so much pain, there's a choice. I have a choice to inflict that on everybody that I come into contact with, or allowing myself to grow and just say, you know what? Yes, I've been through these things. I can really, truly relate. But just see, this is that time for you to be able to show that you don't have to be like that, because there's so many people that are living amongst things because of the trauma they endured when they were a child, or something that they feel like they were neglected on or they didn't get and they deserve to have, so they want to make sure that nobody else deserves what they should have deserved. Or you can allow yourself to be able to nourish yourself, everything that you didn't get as a child, or everything that you didn't get when you were going through that trauma, you were able to fulfill that within yourself, and being able to grow from that. And that's the reason why we're going through so much hell, because there's a lot of things that is taking place in our life that's hard to swallow about, what people did to us, what they said, all those different things. But it's just about, okay, you had to grow from this. You don't have to be able to keep on living through this pain, because it's keeping you in a place you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to grow from these things, nourish yourself, being able to educate not just yourself, but then your surroundings, because you're going to be that blessing that somebody prayed for, just for them to be able to talk to. It could be a coworker that you may not even really talk to, and it was just at that moment something was drawing them to talk to you, or vice versa. Somebody was drawn to saying that they needed this message, and you knew this is something that you educated yourself with. So that may have been somebody that you connected with that needed to hear that answer that they were praying for. And it's just like a lot of things is taking place that can really hurt us, really traumatize us, keep us in a low frequency. But it's all about a choice. You can't be able to get through it overnight, but it takes time. But you're allowing yourself to invest in that transition, baby. You get so many blessings on so many different levels. You get blessings of abundance, and not abundance is just not in the material or fundamental or financial, but it's spiritual, educational, just that power within yourself that you can rise above anything that's been placed on you. And you can be able to grow from that, because it takes a lot of a person with a lot of strength to do that. And a lot of times you trigger that within other people. That's the reason why people come at you so hard, because they want that within themselves, even though, hey, they can do it too. But it takes for them to sacrifice. It takes for them to go within. It takes for them to admit what toxic traits they have within themselves that they want to place and see amongst everybody else that they don't want to see it in themselves. That's fine, but that's where growth comes from. That's where you educate yourself. You're nourishing your heart, your soul, your mind, and that's where that power comes from. I can find a lot of powerful people that are homeless, because they keep on moving forward, and you feel sorry for a lot of people that are going through that, because that has to be a scary thought. I've been there almost a couple of times, and God, I got to bless God that I wasn't, had to be in that point where I had to go to that, to that right there. But it almost got close to it many a times, and I can be able to say thank you, because I know a lot of people have endured that, and that's where a lot of that trauma comes from, is where you had to endure the worst of the worst, and then being able to pull yourself out of darkness. And that's why I tell people, I have to remind myself at times, don't be so hard on yourself when you can allow yourself to be in that position where you've been, you had an opposition of something else, it was always, wreaked heavy on you. And a lot of times the surroundings can creep up in your mind and just keep you in a prison that you have the open door to walk out of, and those are the things that you uplift yourself from, being able to educate yourself with, and being able to appreciate, like, yeah, I went through this, that, and the third, but it allowed me to, just change my mindset of being able to raise my vibes and higher vibration or whatever, to look at it as in a positive, perspective, changing my view of things. Everything you have gone through, it just depends on how you choose to look at it. If you look at it like, victimizing yourself, yes, I've been there. I straight been there. Well, anything I'm talking about, I've been there. And if I haven't, it's like, look, universe told me to be able to guide y'all through this. I don't know exactly what it is, but this is what they were telling me to say. But I can say I've been through that. But that lets you know you're really you're really growing. And I appreciate my fam that's been with me for a long time, because when I say there's certain things that I choose not to talk about, if it's meant for you to know, universe will guide you towards it. I just don't say it. I appreciate my family here that knows my situation and choose not to say it, but they know I know what they're talking about. So that's a true blessing for me. That lets me know, because there's a lot of times I felt by myself. I felt like, damn, I don't have my biological family, which I really want to know, but things happen the way they happen. I don't have family I can really relate to with me being adopted. I was just on my own. But then when I allowed myself to keep making videos, just allowing myself to really learn about myself on all the spiritual gifts I had, which blew me out, just blew my mind, because there's a lot of things I wasn't aware of myself. And that's where that journey comes from, is when that veil comes off. Then that illusion starts to dissolve and you see yourself from so many different angles that you didn't even really know. And then it's just like the more it start clicking, you'll start understanding yourself, and there's a lot of memories that'll start coming back and start making you more aware, more woke, and then you can appreciate, like, dang, I forgot all about those things. And that's the reason why we had signed up for this. They just didn't tell us in a little fine print, like, yeah, you're going to do this. You're going to shake the world with kindness, love, and happiness, and unity. But in the fine print, you're going to have to, erase your whole memory. We're going to just give you little tidbits of your little gifts that you had. But then it's like the more trauma that you allowed yourself to open up to, but allowing yourself to transmute that into something positive, we're going to just, okay, and switch up another daggone gift that you weren't aware you had. Or we're going to start bringing things to your consciousness that you didn't realize before, but yet it feels so familiar. That's the reason why everything is happening the way it happens. The world, I try not to look at the world as going chaotic, because there's a lot of things it's bringing balance. Even though the negative stuff is popping off, it still ends up with something positive. People sitting up here going left and right about going through these natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, fires, and stuff like that. But then you still see people that are that are comfortable in money, bathing in that mess, probably wipe their butt with it, and they just sit up here sending it out to people that know these people don't have a home. These people don't have no clothes. They don't know how to they're gonna get themselves back up, and these people are just donating different things, sending millions of dollars to certain places, trying to rebuild on different things. Or there's people bringing other people in their homes because they knew what it felt like. They tried to get them out of there. All these different things is taking place. And it's just like, okay, these people are dying from police brutality and stuff like that. And there's all walks of life that's coming together to get justice for that. They starting to see now, okay, now y'all gonna start popping off, losing your jobs, and you going to jail. People are starting to say, hell, if they go to jail just by killing somebody, a drug dealer or whatever like this, they can do that. The police need to be able to do it too. Because there's a lot of times I've been in a situation where, police done sit up here and hid behind a badge and thought it was justified for doing it, and don't realize they done got themselves all caught up in some stuff just because they did that to me. And it's okay. It is okay. I'm still going to fight for them rights. But I also know, even though I've endured that a few times, I can honestly say there are some good cops out there that don't believe in just because, you have to really give me a reason to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Not because of color of your skin or what you may look like. They're not judging you by that. They're judging you by the stupid stuff that you're doing. Like if you pull out a gun on somebody, damn right they're gonna tell you put the weapon down, and then do that. And then they go through the, by stage, the things that they're supposed to do. Not by, oh, okay, well, I felt like my life was threatened. Okay. Every time I see a police, I think my life is threatened too. I ain't gonna shoot them because I ain't trying to go to jail. All those different things. But you're seeing that change take place. And a lot of times it takes something unnatural. It takes something very negative, very heavy, because there's a lot of things that's done in darkness. Now it's just like, people been getting away with too many daggone things where you can understand, okay, like I watch a lot of crime shows and stuff like that. And I'm just like, how the hell did y'all get away with stuff like this? This seemed like there's some this is some underhanded stuff that y'all see all these things going on and y'all still ain't got nobody. This seemed like a big cover up to me, because I love different stuff like that, because it engages my mind. It ain't trying to give me no plotting issues, not like that. But I love to be able to research stuff like that, being able to understand things like that, in the world. Because there's a lot of things is, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of things that's done in the darkness, and it takes the most strangest little bitty thing that's taking place that blows all that mess out the water. And next thing you know, it ain't just getting them for that certain situation, it goes all the way back. So a lot of times people get comfortable, and that's what universe, God, and nature allowed them to do, as well as karma. They'll keep on allowing you to think you're getting away with stuff. They're gonna allow you, okay, keep on getting comfortable. You want to do some more, okay, go ahead. And then when she go like this, okay, it's time. And then the next thing you know, all hell done broke loose. And just because of all the things you got comfortable in doing, even though they gave you so many signs, hey, it's, you need to go ahead and do right by these things, or you shouldn't mess with these people no more, or you need to stop doing this. Okay, you seen all them signs that they tried to give you, and you seen it, but you got too comfortable with doing what you did. And next thing you know, boom, how everything you sent back is coming right back to you in different ways, maybe even the same ways, for to let you know this is what it felt like when you dished it out on certain things. And then all you can do is just say, well, ain't like they didn't warn you. But it's your choice. Allow yourself to nourish yourself through your growth process. Don't be comfortable with just being. When they're allowing you to step out that comfort zone, don't stay in one place because you don't see what's coming around the corner. The next person can tell you to go around there, and I can understand you being iffy. But if it's God, universe, they're not going to lead you astray from something. Everything has a purpose for happening the way it does. Even if it may not seem clear to you, there's never an accident or a coincidence on somebody you meet, on something that you engage in that may not be, much to you right then, or it may have been a no right there where you've seen all that was yes, but you keep moving forward. That's how you grow. This is how you learn. This is how you experience stuff. You know, you're going through this for a reason. Allow yourself to grow, because you can become that beautiful flower that you proudly represent. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Like I missed y'all, but like I said, I was going through some heavy purging, and plus I had my granddaughter the other day. She's 3 years old, and that's enough energy. I envy that baby on energy she have. Come on, can you give it to Gigi? Because I need it, because I be tired all the time. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of that video. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Lisa Williamson, as well as Lisa Johnston, Ashley Tag, much love to you. Welcome to the channel. Nicole Golan, as well as Christine Flaherty, Jordan Cusini, as well as Sword of the Truth 1111, and Mike Standard. Much love to you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So good to have you. I apologize I forgot to tell y'all. If I have already sit up here and welcome you to the family, and I'll do it again, there are so many of new family that's coming in. His name Michelle. There's a lot of y'all that's named Jesse or Jessica or Jennifer or Nicole or Sarah. All these names. I got about 3 or 4 of them. I said, you know what? There's some of them I know for a while, so I know they're not new. But if there's some that I'm just now recently seeing, I welcome you. Please don't take it by heart. That's just let me know I'm showing you extra love. Just be able to spotlight you and say, hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Soul Clan. I hope you are able to enjoy the things that I do. Like I said, I'm trying something new. Since my friend died, it's a tragedy that, comforts through blessings. I want to be able to educate not just myself, but others on what certain things that may be in, messing with your body. When we go through a lot of stress, we don't realize that can take a spirit, physical as well as spiritual toll on us. So I want to be able to educate you on those things. There's a lot of people that has been, growing up with narcissistic parents, or just now getting out of a narcissistic relationship or a marriage. So I'm be giving, different information about that, how to manage your depression, as well as your, what is it, anxiety, different things to look for, suicidal signs, all those different things. So it's just like, losing my friend really took a toll on me. But I said, instead of me, drawing back out of the fear of being attached to somebody, you can't. God, I know he's in a better place, but it's just a blessing. I was able to connect with him as he was for me. And I want to be able to help other people as well. So, like I said, if it's not through videos, as well as, I put it on a community page just for you to have that friendly reminder. You're not alone. You're doing as best as you can, as well as having a laugh, and just to educate you on things that you may not even know about yourself, as well as in your surroundings. So I leave all my communication contact stuff at the bottom so you can be able to connect with me. It's just to be able to connect with me if you just don't feel comfortable with, talking about whatever you may be going through or what you're curious about on, your spiritual growth as well as your purpose of mission. I try my best to help out the best way I can, but I know a lot of people feel more comfortable with speaking to me one on one. So I don't have no problem with discussing that with me. I'll leave all that in, at the bottom. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line so I can give you a post notification, shout out, share, tell somebody about the channel. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I hope you have a blessed, prosperous week. And it's hanging. What is it, coming close to Halloween, which I truly love. That's my favorite time of year. I'll probably be binge watching some horror movies because I ain't really been watching them lately, except Bly Manor and Haunting a Hill House. So I'll be probably doing that with me and my daughter this weekend. So uh even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things to really take somebody a long way. And, I hope y'all have a blessed, prosperous week. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.